It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. And it's all up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with it. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind built up, they're going to be hard to beat each and every ball game.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's second and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Complete. Smith has it. Fights through him. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
Offside, defense. Don't do us like that.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the return is Powell. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones to about the 48-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
First down, Minnesota.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
And the Vikings first down.
Off the play fake. McCarthy. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarthy being chased out left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. Short throw to Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tua now on 1st down. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tua now on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 34 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Here's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Vikings.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And just shutting him off there. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So one quick, easy. About why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's a diving catch right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back to throw. McCarthy. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6
All right, fellas, listen up.
at the 44-yard line.
Hey, turbo one.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, incomplete. And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay. Take things away from him because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Back now in Miami. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back to throw. McCarthy escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And out come the Dolphins now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, Tagovailoa. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Short throw to Smith. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Powell on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go play action here on first down. He lets one go deep for Addison. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Quickly to Addison here. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking, but that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
That is caught, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Miami set to take over. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Setting the throw on 1st down is Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come. 6 seconds to go in half number 2. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
The ball carrier. Bradley Chubb on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
15-yard line.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.